Let's face it, sometimes people are just freaking crazy. Um, Look, at some point, you're going to have to be able to recognize when it's time to leave customers home and escalate this whole thing to a manager, okay? Um, you're going to have to use your best judgment. You're going to have to listen to what your own, mind or body says. This is a safety issue. I'm not comfortable. I'm not able to do my job, whatever it may be, right? So maybe there's a big hole in the floor and they expect you to mop, right? That's not reasonable. People have to be reasonable just like you're going to be reasonable to them. It's a two-way street. Okay, so if you've got to really gauge the situation, right? If they're just being a little bit snippy and you're like, I'm gonna leave, and you that might be a problem, right? You've got to use good judgment. So if they're making you feel unsafe though or uncomfortable, drop everything, leave your tools, leave the vacuum, cleaning bag, everything you have. If it's that serious, leave the tools. Okay, that's really important. So when in doubt, leave and call your manager. That's really important. Call the main number. Jeannie will make sure and get this taken care of immediately. She knows who to call, what to do. Okay, so yeah, if that happens, stop immediately. Don't run out of there like your hair is on fire unless they're chasing you or they have a weapon or something like that. Just try and excuse yourself politely. I ended up in a situation where a customer one time said something very political to me, and they said, well, if you blah, 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 then get the fuck out of my house. You know what? I said, okay, well, I said, thank you so much. And I turned around, I walked out of their house. And why did I do that, right? It had nothing to do with how I felt, right? They said, well, if you voted this way, I don't care, right? If somebody invites you to leave their house, leave and never go back. And that's universal for life, okay? Not just for this job. Although for this job, very important. Your safety means more than anything. Your safety means more than a clean sink. Your safety means more than anything. Your kids, your family, they want to see you at the end of the night. Use your best judgment, okay? So excuse yourself politely, exit the home, call Jeannie, right? Do not re-enter that house. I can't stress that enough. If I were to give you an example of what to say in a situation, right? Went into a house one time. This guy who's wearing nothing but, the bottoms of hospital scrubs, right? That's it. And it was very revealing, okay? I said, look, man, I am not comfortable with this situation. I'm gonna step outside, and call my manager. So, that can save you from a lot of situations to go over. So make sure that you left the space immediately without confrontation. That second part's really important. You informed your supervisor as soon as possible. You don't have to be on the phone dialing as you're, burning rubber down the street. Use your best judgment. Make sure you don't re-enter the space. Once they ask you to leave, never go back in. You escalated the situation because it was clearly unsafe, threatening, inappropriate situation. They tried to hit on you. They, were really aggressive and said, I'm going to beat you like I beat my wife when she was alive. Those situations, you don't have to deal with it. You don't have to put up with it, right? This is just a job. Listen to your gut. Protect yourself, but remain professional, okay?